Parenting. Why didn't anyone tell me how hard it was actually going to be? Oh my goodness. And look, I'm not saying this to scare anyone off of having kids, but because it's so true. Being someone's parent or guardian is a huge responsibility. You're in charge of raising a decent human being who can self regulate, who's confident, and has a strong sense of self as an individual outside of you as the parents and any other caregivers. Hi, I'm Noni. Welcome to Hugs and Meltdowns, a space for parents trying to navigate the world of raising preschoolers and all the emotions that come with it. Honestly, I feel like parenting struggles aren't talked about enough. I love being a mom, but wow, it's a lot of work. And I don't mean the basic things that we have to do for them, like making sure they're fed or clean or getting enough playtime. I mean, those are a lot too. But I'm talking about the everyday emotional roller coaster that comes with being a parent. When my son was born, I thought I could have it all under control. I mean, how hard could it be, right? My partner and I wanted to do everything ourselves, like, yay, parenting, we got this. And we did, we really did. And for a couple of months, everything felt great. But around 7 months or so, I started feeling really overwhelmed by it all. But my pride stopped me from asking for help. I would literally say to myself, this is my son, and I can handle it. But I couldn't, and I was a mess. But I just chose to soldier on. Fast forward to my son's toddler years, a stage where my patience was constantly tested, and when being able to self regulate and validate emotions, I feel is so important. But how do I teach my son all of this when I don't know how to do it myself? But even then, I denied myself the help that I so clearly needed and just kept it moving. Then it just went downhill from there. I started feeling so resentful and so useless. I remember days where I would just sit and cry. I had gained so much weight, felt like I was losing touch with myself. My relationship with my partner wasn't as great. I just didn't know what I was doing with my life as a stay-at-home mom. I had lost all confidence in myself as a person and as a parent. And so I knew that something had to be done. I just didn't know how to go about it. I grew up in a household that shied away from feelings of deep hurt and sadness, would make light of them or bat feelings away instead of talking about them and moving forward. And so I was doing the same because I didn't know any better. And it was really taking its toll on my general well being and how I was mothering my son. I was so unhappy and I just couldn't soldier on anymore. And my partner, oh my goodness, bless his soul. I'm so grateful for him. He would give me pep talks and try and make me feel better, but nothing really worked. Then I started reading this book called The Book You Wish Your Parents Had Read by Philippa Perry. And oh my goodness, I hadn't realized how much emotional baggage I was carrying and that same baggage was being passed on to my son. And so I made the conscious decision to stop parenting like I was parented. Not that my mom did a bad job, she actually did the best she could with what she had, and I have so much love and respect for her. What I mean is, our circumstances aren't the same, so why should my parenting style be the same? With that being said, I needed to do better for myself and for my family by starting with filling my own cup first and not looking to other people to bring me peace and happiness. So I started losing weight, trying to be more present, and reading more about the psychology of how our childhood affects the way we parent, which made me have so much more empathy and appreciation for my mom and all that she's done for my siblings and I. It also really helped me get comfortable with handling my son's emotional meltdowns instead of just seeing them as an inconvenience and trying to manipulate him out of them. I had to teach myself to normalize acknowledging and validating feelings, his together with my own, which was so draining at first. Sometimes still is, but I'm so glad that I've stuck with it because I am all the better for it. My son is turning 5 this year, And I still don't have it all figured out. And it's okay. I'm taking each day as it comes and allowing myself to learn and feel without shame. I've also been trying to listen to my son and consider his feelings and opinions rather than always wanting to impose my will upon him. And I'm really getting to know him as a person, which is making our bond so much stronger, and I just love it. He still has the occasional meltdown though, so do I. And I just try not to get annoyed at him for feeling. And on most days, I have the bandwidth. But on some, you know how it gets. I just don't have the energy. And it happens because we're human. I've just made it a point to not beat myself up over it and to always find a way to explain and apologize to my son for when I do snap, just so he doesn't think that it's his fault. Parenting is a 24-hour, round the clock job, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and patience to get to a place of harmonious living. And starting with small everyday changes really sets you off in the right path. And more than anything, be kind to yourself. You're doing an amazing job. I really hope this video has shed some light and will be helpful in some way or form, and that this channel becomes our support corner for everything parenthood. Subscribe for more weekly videos on navigating this parenting life thing.